Hi, my name is Kimberly Steele. I just had another attempt. I don't know if it's my microphone not working or if it is my setup or something like that, but I was trying to use a microphone other than the built-in one on the PC here, and it didn't work. So I had to change and then restream this. I am going to try to aim my voice right at this microphone because I noticed that the PC microphone being what it is, that it it has some issues. So yeah, so it has I noticed that it's like a little hard to get it's really hard to get a solid sound coming from it. It's a mess. I've definitely got to work on the audio here for sure. But I'm glad that you're joining me, and I hope it sounds good today. Thank you so much, AACon. Uh, yes, I am so glad to see you here. I had a really good staycation. It was really wonderful. I got to a lot of the different forest preserves around here, which is my favorite thing to do. A lot of the gardens, various gardens, Donata and Fabian, and where else did I get to go? I went to Cantini, and yeah, I had a really good time. I also, just sat around at home playing with the cats a lot. So that was good too. All right. Well, I want to open up today with the Orphic hymn to Helios for the sun, because today is Sunday. It is the fourth all day. Yeah. So see if I can get this camera to actually show my hand for the guitar players out there. All right. This is the Orphic hymn to Helios. Hear, golden Titan, whose eternal light with rods of flame illumines all the sky. Self-born, unwearied in diffusing light, and to all eyes the mirror of delight. Lord of the seasons, with that fiery car, and leaping coursers beaming light from far. With thy right hand the source of morning light, and with thy left the father of the night. Agile and vigorous, venerable sun, fiery and bright, around the hearts you run. Go to the wicked and the good man's guide. O'er all his steps propitious you preside. With various bounding golden light is thine, to fill the world with harmony divine. Father of ages, guide of prosperous steeds, the world's commander, born by lucid seeds. Immortal Zeus, all searching, bearing light, source of existence, pure and fiery bright, bearer of fruit, almighty Lord of years, agile and warm, whom every power reveres. Great eye of nature and the starry skies, doomed with that vulgar flames to set and rise, dispensing justice, the lover of the stream, the world's great despot, o'er all supreme, faithful defender, and the iron right, of steeds the ruler, and of light the light, with bounding for fiery seas you guide. When in the car of day you glorious ride, propitious on these mystic labors shine, and bless thy suppliance with the life divine. Hello, nice to see you, Izzy. Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys. Well, I can play anything you want, whatever. Don't. These are all the Orphic hymns that I was talking about on my last live stream. I except for no one could hear it. I was just explaining my usual shtick about what the Orphic hymns are. They're these ancient poems about the gods and goddesses of Greece slash Rome that were translated. The poetry was translated from the ancient ancient Greek. It's all Greek to me. Oh, I'm going to hell for all my dad jokes. Anyway, it was translated from the ancient Greek by Thomas Taylor, whose life spanned between the 1700s and the 1800s, much like most of our lifespans, I think, span between the really the 20th and the 21st centuries. At least mine does. All right. Okay, how about I do one that I really seldom do, that almost never gets done. How about Saturn? I still have not memorized him. I have memorized some of them. I just get kind of stage frighty sometimes, and then I'm like, panic time. All right. Okay, so this is the Orphic hymn to Saturn or Kronos. Ye fear you, Father, mighty Titan here, great fire of gods and men, whom all revere, endued with various counsel, pure and strong, to whom perfection and decrease belong, consumed by thee, all forms that are thee died, by thee restored, their former place supplied. The world immense in everlasting chains, almighty Saturn, thy power contains. Father of vast eternity divine, almighty Saturn, various speech is thine. Awesome of the earth and of the starry skies, husband to Rhea, Prometheus wise, obstetric nature, venerable root, from which the various forms of being shoot. No parts peculiar can thy power enclose, from which various world arose. Oh, best of beings, of the subtle mind, propitious Hey, oh my goodness, Zoroaster, great to see you. It is wonderful to see you, and thank you so much for saying that. You know what I say, because I am going to be playing live, double gulp, keyboards, triple gulp, next week at a local bar. And I hope I'm ready because, yeah, you know what I say, practice, not panic. Maybe a little bit of both, but more practice than panic. It's got to be that. So I'm going to work on it really, really hard. And hopefully you've seen the chord charts at um, my website, kimberlystillmusic.net/Queenie songs. I hope you've seen those I think I put one for Aphrodite. I put one for Hermes, and I think I put one for one more. Definitely more are forthcoming for sure, and so definitely use those. This is the Orphic. Oh, sure. It is Kimberly Steele. That's me. Steele with an E, like Remington, not Danielle. That is a joke for people who know old TV shows. There's Remington Steele. That was an old TV show with Pierce Brosnan. It was really good. And then that's my name, Steele, music.net, because you catch more with the net. Get it? And then /Queenie, which is my stage name, songs. So Kimberly Steele music.net/Queenie songs. And definitely, yeah, I'm a music teacher. That is what I do. And I release all of these songs for free. And I hope that you will do me the honor of learning them and then hopefully performing them. I hope that you do. I think the hymns are absolutely worth performing. I want this poetry to live on as long as possible. When our civilization, say that twice, when our civilization is gone, I hope people still have these hymns. This is the Orphic hymn to Hestia. Daughter of Saturn, venerable dame, the seed containing of unwearied flame, the sacred rites, ministers are thine. Mystics much blessed, holy and divine. In thee the gods have fixed place, strong and stable, basis of mortal race, eternal, much formed, ever gloried Queen, laughing and blessed, and of splendid beam, observe these rites, for each just is I, and bless this home, needful good inspire. Please bless this home, needful good inspire. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Hestia. Was he? I didn't even know that. I was just reading this from Zoroaster. I'm a Dionysian. Is that how you say that? Gosh, I hope so. I believe Orpheus was a reformer of the Dionysian religion. I had no idea. I only know Orpheus from the myth of him being a string player and going into Hades to rescue his wife. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. I agree. I mean, here's the thing. The original Greek language is not like modern Greek. So it's just like Old English is very different than modern English, and Old French is very different than modern French. We don't really know what Old Greek sounded like, but we can at least give it a shot. I At some point I may even try to sing these in whatever Greek, whatever version of Greek I can manage. That's possible, but I would be honored if people would sing them in different languages, including Spanish, French, German, even Chinese, Japanese, whatever, Korean, whatever. If you can just manage to sing them, they're just folk songs. That's all they are, and they come from me, an American, and they do sound, in my opinion, they kind of sound American, and they kind of sound Celtic because all my music sounds that way. If you look at my website with the Queenie Songs website, anyway, you can tell my style is definitely some mishmash of Celtic and American. For sure, it's definitely more evident on Dream of Flight, which was my 2010 self-produced album of original music. All of it was original except for the fifth track, Sakura, which is an adaptation of a Japanese folk tune. Anyway, oh, French, Apollo in French. Boy, that's a tall order. Oh my gosh. Hagus, that is so sweet. Thank you. What's interesting with the Hestia tune, Aeson or Ribwood, will remember that I composed that one live on air, one of the hymns last year. I forgot on one of the shows was it like last year, 2 years ago? I can't remember. But yeah, Hestia I composed live on air, which was interesting. I do have, crazily enough, I do have a new hymn for you guys. Am I ready to sing it? Maybe. I do. I composed one over my break to the one of the types of Hermes. Let me see. Let me get the Orphic hymns online here. Yeah, the Theoi. I go by the Theoi texts, the theoi.com, theoi.com. They have a nice list of them, and then you can just click on which one, and then they have the lyrics because they are awesome. I don't know who made that site, but I love that site. So whoever you are, thank you. I don't know if I can do this one yet. Yeah, at least, you know what? Since we have a Dionysian in the house, I'm going to sing Dionysus because I do have, you guys know I've got a Dionysus one, so I'm going to do that one. Okay, so this is Dionysus, one of the more recently composed ones. Dionysus, I call out, sounding and divine, phonetic god, a twofold shape is thine. Thy various names and attributes I sing, O firstborn, thrice begotten, public king, O rural land ineffable, two-formed and obscure, O double-horned, with thy be crowned, nean and pure, bull-faced and martial, bearer of the vine, endured with counsel, ebullient and divine, triennial, whom the leaves of vines adorn, of Jove and Proserpine, a coldly born, immortal Damon, you must fly in boy, so give me in blameless plenty to rejoice and listen, gracious to my mystic prayer, surrounded with thy choir of nurses fair. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Dionysius. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. My gosh, Haggis, that's so sweet. Too kind for sure. All right. I'm gonna sing one that doesn't really get sung, and it's not a lot. I don't sing so a lot. It is a long one. It's Hades or Pluto. Yeah. Oh, try to bring that over here. All right. Pluto magnanimous, whose realms profound are fixed beneath the firm and solid ground, in Tartarian plains remote from fight, and wrapped forever in the depths of night. Terrestrial Jove, thy sacred ear incline, and please accept thy mystic's hymn divine. Earth's keys to the illustrious king belong, its secret gates unlocking deep and strong. Tis thine abundant and fruits to bear, for needy mortals are in thy constant care. To the great King of mercy is assigned the seed of gods, the basis of mankind. Thy throne's fixed in Hades' dismal plains, distant and known to rest, where darkness reigns, where destitute of breath pale spectres dwell. In endless dire inexorable hell, and in red Echelon, whose depths obscure, with stable roots eternally secure, almighty daemon, whose decision dread the future fate determines of the dead. With captives happy through grassy plains, thrown in a royal car with loosened reins, wrapped o'er the deep, impelled by love you flew, till losing the city rose to view. Say, in a wondrous cave obscure and deep, sacred maid, secure from such you keep, came Athos, whose wide gates display an entrance to the kingdoms void of day. Of unapparent works thou art alone, the dispensator, visible and known. O power all ruling, oh holy honored light. These sacred poets and their hymns delight, propitious to thy mystics' works incline. Rejoicing come, for holy rites are thine. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Hades or Pluto. Thank you so much. Yes, all of these are in standard tuning, indeed. You know what, Zoroaster? I don't have perfect pitch. I don't. Usually perfect pitch is the result of being musically talented, but also the combination of being raised in a very musical family and hearing an awful lot of music really early on, and I mean an awful lot. I have something where I would call it imperfect pitch, where it's, I don't know, it's in the ballpark. Every now and then I know that a note is middle C or whatever, and then usually I'll be about a major second or a minor second off of that knowledge for just, free floating. So. Yes, and Baja Fiend, you are right. Absolutely. You just have to, you got to start somewhere. And if, if regular Western music theory doesn't make a ton of sense, I can totally see why. I'm a music theory expert, actually. That was my degree in musical college. And yeah, I mean, music theory, it is what it is. It's kind of broken anyway. So I agree. Make your own. And that's coming from a music theory expert. Yeah, there ain't nothing more broken than music theory sometimes, I tell you. All right. Yeah, please do. All right, I'm going to sing which one? I'm gonna sing one that we've got a recording of. I'm gonna sing Hermes. So this one is available as a chord chart on my website. It's also on YouTube and etc. This is one of the first ones I wrote. Hermes, draw near, and to my prayer incline. Angel of Jehovah, my son divine, prefect of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, celestial messenger, various skill, whose powerful art could watchful Argus kill. With winged beaches, not to the head of cause, friend of man, prophet of his cause, great life, supporter to rejoices life, in arts gymnastic and in far divine, with power endure, all language to explain, of canon loosener and the source of gain. Whose contains all plainness, peace, the rod, Lucian, blessed, profitable God, various speech, whose aid and works we find, and in necessities to all mortals kind, dire weapon on the tongue, which man revere, be present Hermes, and thy suppliant here, since my works conclude my life with peace, give graceful speech and memories increase. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Hermes. All right, I'm going to sing. How about the Orphic hymn to Athena? and then one of the lunar ones. Your choice. I could do Artemis, Selene, or Hecate. So put it in the live chat if you have a preference. Only begotten, noble race of Jove, splendid and fierce, who chosen games to rule. Oh, what a palace, whose illustrious kind, irreparable and below we find. Magnanimous and vain, the rocky height, and cross and shady mountains the delight. In arms rejoicing, glory fury star, and what the souls of mortals must inspire. Gymnastic virgin of terrific mind, dark golden Spain, and very blessed kind, mother of arts, impetuous understood, rage to the wicked, weeds into the good. Be male and male, the hearts of all are thine, fanatic match born, dragons divine, all flagon giants, rise to war, and forces driving with destruction die. Sprung from the head of Jove, our splendid mean, nurture of evils, our victorious queen. Hear me, O goddess, when thee I pray, the supplicating voice for night and day. I may this hour give peace and health, propitious times and necessary wealth, and ever present be thy trees aid, oh watching for that spearman blue-eyed maid. Right, true story. That particular tune, I tried to write it several times, honestly, and it wasn't right, and it wasn't right, so I just kept on tossing things out, and then finally I came up with this, and then I knew, and I'm like, oh, that's the one. And so Athena, she had a few trial runs. So let me read this. So Hecate it is. Great, awesome, glad to see we agree. And synchronicity is an ever-present phenomenon. Oh, yeah, interest. Oh, you're quoting Carl Jung. That is awesome. That is very cool. Yes. What is it that John Michael Greer says? He says that what he asked the question, was Carl Jung an occultist who kind of moonlighted as a psychiatrist, or was he really a psychiatrist who moonlighted as an occultist? And JMG thinks it's the first one. Yeah, I agree with him. He was a really cool guy. I need to definitely buy more editions of Jung, his works. Okay, so and this is Hecate. pleased with dark ghosts who wander through the shade. Persian huntress, worlds keep bare, we have. On the rough rock to wander, the delights leaders be present to our eyes. Propitious grant our justice, our success. Accept our homage with the incense bless. Guide our fortunes, gift us with your grace. Daughter of Perseus, mistress of silence, goddess moon, clairvoyance, wanderer of the wilds, ever leading. Dogs and deer and tides receding. Oh, please hear our prayers. Help us to be wise. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Hecate. All right. Let's see. How about the Cerealian Demeter? I think it's been a while for that one too. Let's give it a shot. Cerealian queen of celebrated name, known both men and gods mortal came, who widely wandering once and oppressed with grief, Lucius valley found relief, discovered Sapphire, thy daughter pure, in dread Ardennes, dismal and obscure, a sacred youth, while through the world you stray, Bacchus attending, leader of the way, thou holy better child, terrestrial joy, relating while I pray, Artistic suppliant, blessed with favoring mind. Oh my goodness, Izzy, thank you. Orpheus is an original a shaman like Terry McKenney, and I am specifically studying Hecate in a 7-month course. Oh wow, that's been an interesting time. Nice. You also play guitar, and that's awesome. That is great. Well, thank you so much. Um, all right. Let me just kind of start wrapping it up here. If you have a request that I have not done, please go ahead and make it. I have not written hymns for all the deities. The ones I did not play today were Poseidon and Adonis. I did not play Aphrodite, Gaia, Ares / Mars. I did not play the there's 3 different Demeters. I only played one of the Demeters. I did not play Hera, Jupiter. Wow, I've got quite a few of these when I think about it. And I did not play the other 2 lunar goddesses, Selene or Artemis. So it's up to you guys. Just go ahead and put something in if you want to hear something. And if you do, I will play it after Apollo. So this is the Orphic hymn to Apollo. Yes, it would be very cool to sing this in French. I don't know if there is is this Orphic hymn translated into French? I can't imagine how it wouldn't be, but I wonder if it is. And if so, who translated it? This one is detuned to the key of D. Or excuse me, see the low note here? That was an E. For my guitar players, I did detune it a major second, otherwise known as a whole step, down to E, a D. So it was on E like normal tuning, and then it goes down to the, I don't know if they call this tuning anything, I just call it a detuned D. So we get this like low note. It's for the low note mostly. As you guys probably know, I also detuned to D for Aphrodite. Blessed be and come propitious to my prayer, and that's just how my being tribes revere. Say her off to Jesus, God of health, like oil Venus, fruitful source of wealth. Spermatic golden light of field, from he receives his constant rich fertility. Titanic rubies, minion rising, Python destroying hollow, Delphine king, ruler bearer, and the muse's head, noble and lovely, armed with arrows dread, by her running back into full and divine, of artifice, cosmic is thine. O Delian king, whose light producing eye views all within all, beneath the sky, whose locks are gold, whose oracles are sure, whose omens good reveals precepts pure. Hear me entreat you, for the humankind, here let me present with indignant mind. For the house of Vegas, this boundless ether all, and every part is terrestrial ball, abundant and blessed, the piercing sight stands beneath the gloomy silent night, beyond the darkness, starry-eyed, profound, the sable roots, the big smiley heart. The world's wide bounds, all flourishing are thine, thyself the source and divine. 'Tis thine on nature's music to inspire, with various sounding harmonizing lyre. Now the last string of our tongue to sweet accord, the finally wobbling now, the highest chord, the immortal golden lyre, now touched by thee, receives adoring melody. nature strives to be the different soul, changing seasons from the music flow, and six valley equal parts advance, the summer and winter in an alternate dance. This claims the highest and that lowest string, the door in measured tunes, the lovely spring. That's by mankind, bound royal to one named, emitting whistling winds, receiving Spain sends to that care. The figures has consigned, which stamps the world, forms of every kind. You blessed power, and in these rites rejoice. Save thy mystics with sublime voice. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Apollo. All right, thank you, folks. I'm going to finish up today with Ribwood's request for Jupiter or Jove. I really thank you for tuning in today. It means a lot to me. And I know this one. I know this one by heart. I just, all my issue is with looking at lyrics. I've got to just do it from memory, honestly, at some point. I do have this one memorized. This was one of the first ones that I did memorize. I'm just going to keep it here as a security blanket and try not to look at it. So tuning back to the regular guitar tuning of E, A, D, G, B, E, which you can remember is the acronym Eric Admires Donna's Great Big Ears. E, A, D, G, B, E. Eric admires Donna's great big ears. Okay, we're back, and let's, this is Jupiter. Oh, Jove, much honor, Jove, supremely great. To thee our holy rites we consecrate, our present expiations, King divine, for all things to produce with ease to my design. Hence Mother Earth and mountains swelling high proceed the deep and all within the sky. Saturnian king descending from above, magnanimous commanding scepter Jove. All parent, principle, and end of all, whose power almighty shakes this earthly ball. Even nature trembles at the mighty nod, loud sounding, armed with lightning, thundering God. Source of abundance, purifying King, to thee the deep and all nature sing. Propitious, hear my prayer, give blameless health, with peace divine and necessary well. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Jupiter. All right. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it, and I just really enjoyed seeing you guys today. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week on Sunday, and I hope that you will join me again for more Orphic hymns. All right. Thanks so much. I'm Kimberly Steele.